Fort Pulaski. It's held by the Confederates. It's taken over after it was built. The Confederates took it over in 1860, held it for about a year. The Union forces were able to capture the fort using new rifled artillery. So Robert E. Lee apparently thought that from Tybee this fort was sufficiently well protected from conventional cannon fire. However, he didn't take into consideration the fact that the Union would have these new rifled guns, and the conventional cannons actually did very little damage to the fortification. It was only because of the rifled weapons that they were able to breach it. And then once there was a significant hole, they surrendered because there was a chance that if a round got through the hole and into the powder magazine, the whole fort would explode and kill everyone inside. And that was probably going to happen. Head up to the second level on top of the wall. See, that's the direction of Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. We're still in Georgia right now. We're going to step on one of these gun mounts. Get an idea. So Tybee Island, you can see the lighthouse way out in the distance. That would have been where the Union forces were stationed. Actually, over there. So the hole that they breached was on this side. There you go. And this is the side that was facing the Union bombardment. And there's a really cool moat that surrounds the fort, which I find quite interesting. The entrance into the fort, it kind of looks like a castle with a drawbridge and portcullis. I don't think I've ever quite seen that before in a fort, especially a Civil War era fort. And head on back down. The first baseball game ever played, or at least photographed, took place right on this field. Get an idea of the size of it. Let's look across it. This is actually a 200-year-old paw print left by a dog, and that brick was made. Let's see, this are actually cisterns that are exposed. This is the commanding officer's quarters.
I don't know that y'all are supposed to go in there.
Yeah, because the rooms are joined. And they leave just one to another. The infirmary. Would you really want the infirmary right next to the commanding officer's quarters? It doesn't.
Beep, beep, beep.
Well, don't fall in the moat. Well, it is dark in here. Tell you that the walls are made of tabby.
You are a pirate.
There we go.
Let there be light. That's something God said.
So what do we know about tabby? Well, you take seashells, you heat them up over a fire, then you mix them with sand. These shells break down into calcium carbonate, which is then turns into lime with introduction of water.
Stay in there.
Which is an adhesive. It was actually brought over by the Spanish in the 1500s. Originated, I think, in Morocco. There are some claims that it was brought over by the slaves, but that is not true. It was actually brought over the Spanish. Florida. Well, we're not going in there.
Let me in.
You okay?
Yeah. Freedom!
Wait a minute. I don't think we can get across. Evan, we better go back that way. I see. We go back to this hole. Come on.
I won't let this go. Yeah, I smelled it.
All right, buddy, come on. Back into the dungeon.
My eyes! Now which way do we go?
I'm
I'm saying the left.
I think it's actually right.
Alright, alright.
And now we take a right. See more of the tabby. It's composed of shells. Thousands, millions